Hello, this is your friend Dr. Samuel Kisseadoo speaking in Virginia. Let's talk about a few of the wrong impressions, and somehow I call some of them the half-truths of marriage. And let's see if we can just enjoy a few ideas about what is not actually correct, which we try to work with regarding marriage. The first one is that marriage is mainly about sex and childbirth. Well, there is the truth. Sex and childbirth are unique and very important as important tools in the marriage for the marriage bond to exist. After all, a child means the two become one. Child one, father, mother. They fulfill God's original plan of multiplication, fruitfulness, and dominion for mankind. There are special blessings to promote the covenant, the training, the discipline, godliness, and the love, and all the romance and responsibilities of the institution. Marriage is an institution, which means there should be a head. The children are trained to carry on the legacy of the parents, to promote the salvation and victory plan of God for mankind. But if you say it's mainly about sex and childbirth, and it happens that children are not born, so the marriage is not successful, that's not right. You see, some of the greatest people in life didn't even either marry, God did it that way, or never had children. So the marriage wasn't successful? No. The children are a blessing, so if they come, fine. But don't use that to define the success of someone's marriage, unless they made genuine mistakes that stop the children from being born. We can make mistakes as well. Spiritual and physical and moral mistakes. And since you don't know, don't pass judgment. Also, no matter what happens, it will get to a stage where the sex is not easy to do anymore. I mean, as you grow older, the libido, which is a sexual feeling, goes down. So when there's no more marriage, and that is why when you are going to marry, open your eyes and let God open your eyes to see some of the invisible qualities of love, gentleness, kindness, sense of humor, and patience, and real love for each other, and all the rest of them, which will sustain the marriage when you get to the stage which I call the soldiers take away your gun and you can't fire anymore. So sex, childbirth, very important, but shouldn't be used as the main thing to say the marriage has succeeded, unless certain circumstances come in as a result of their own mistakes, or the enemy works in some way, which is a very complex thing to talk about now. Is case-by-case examination. So let's get that truth right. Discuss these more. I'm just throwing them out there to make you have ideas about how we rate the success of a marriage by certain things. And we have wrong ideas. There's some truth, but we have contorted and diluted the truth, is what I'm trying to do right now. Second one, you marry with the primary objective of getting a helper for yourself and your needs satisfied. Now, this has disappointed some people, because although the woman was designed and ordained to be a special helper for the fulfillment of the vision of the man, that is, the man is supposed to give teachings, tell me who you are. You fall in love with a personality, but you live with a character. The real person is inside. So the titles you have are not what I'm going to marry. I'm going to marry you. So I must know who you are, and if you're an ambassador, why did the whole nation choose you to represent them? If you are a pastor, an apostle, or bishop, overseer, whatever name, what made you rise to that rank among your peers and in your family? That's what I'm going to marry. If you're a professor, if you're a wonderful transport owner, if you are a great DJ in town, music producer, if you are a minister of state, if you are an elder or deacon in a church, You are a big research person in town, in your university or a college. You're a great teacher. You're a wonderful farmer. And you name it, all the titles: medical officer, a great lawyer, accountant, musician of some kind, a CEO of a corporation, a pilot, you see. And all that is making me wonderful, and I feel that I've married this person and I'm so happy. Okay, that is fine. But who are you? Tell me the qualities you have in you which made people select you to do these things. Then I catch your vision, what you are pursuing. Because if I'm given these titles, some of them you're not even qualified for them. You just rose through some ranks. But the real quality of what you're producing doesn't go with the title. What about that? So the woman came to fulfill the vision of the man, the central driving force of your life. So let the one know exactly who you are, your life history, what you're aiming at. Then I will know what you are doing now. Because if you're an ambassador, the next government comes and they remove you, then where is my husband? You see? So there should be mutual help where you help her too. That helper, if you could make it alone, God won't give you the woman. Because after all, you can't even give birth to children as a man. A woman has to do that. Now the soul doesn't come into you, the man. A soul coming to a sperm and an egg to be a human being takes place in the woman. A very complex, serious matter. It's part of the help. Okay, it's not just cooking and doing other things. All of us must learn to cook anyway. But the woman was brought to the man in the home some dexterity, some skills that a blessing the woman possesses to help complete the man. So mutuality must be established between the man and the woman. Then each person must get thorough knowledge about the important needs of men and women in general. Then this particular man or woman, his need and her need. Study your mate and know the particular real needs to fulfill those needs without thinking that I am married and I'm getting a man just to help me with fineries and money, and then we'll be able to get a nice house, just meeting my needs. It should be mutual needs, but there are needs for women and needs for men, and it must be understood so each other is satisfied. Don't ever marry to think of only yourself and your need. That's wrong. Number 3, women come into marriage to serve. And that is why men have to buy them in cash, sometimes in kind. There is a place where the dowry is in the form of cattle in some culture, or horses. That's why they have to buy them in cash and kind as a dowry from their parents for their services. You get all these, and then you come to actually purchase the woman. No, you can't buy a woman with gifts. The dowry is to show how you respect the woman, and she's someone of value, and therefore you want to pay that to show how serious you are. Because if they ask you to pay every single day from childbirth to the time the one has grown, you can't pay. The truth is that no man can buy the love, the care, the commitment, and services of a woman in any relationship. The services, the love, the care, the cooperation, assistance, and the gifts, and all other activities and the virtues must be voluntary from the heart. If whatever you have, you don't give from your heart, you are not blessed for that. The dowry, the gifts, and all other payments are meant to lay a foundation of future financial and material provision from the heart of the man to his wife, to express his immense love for the woman that he is going to marry as a permanent partner, to create a permanent bond, to show how serious I am, because the man marries the woman in terms of even the sperm moves to egg. The Bible says a man leaves to join father and mother to join the wife. And it's a demonstration that I'm willing to help provide the needs of the woman as a leader It's a responsibility and privilege. See, the woman also shouldn't just sit down. A man cares for me, so I'm just sitting, feed me, love me, pamper me, care for me. Don't do that. You see, the man is shown capability of willing and able to provide the needs of the woman who go through the ordeal of pregnancy and labor pains, childcare, family services. They go through a lot. You see, they go through a lot. The men don't go through. It's also a way of thanking the woman's family for their hard work in training that woman who is going to be pregnant for 9 months, carrying, as I call this parasite, is eating your food. It's not easy. Think about it. Pregnancy is tough. Labor, the woman could die. It's tough what she goes through to bring the baby out. You see? So if we pay special attention to them, it's right. When God came down, he went to Mary, not Joseph. You see? Special attention. Women also regard yourself as special people through whom God brings human beings into the world. And keep yourself holy and pure. And just know who your man is and why you are in his life. Do it early, right from courtship, to be able to help. You see, today I was talking to someone. I said, one problem with a lot of the women, they don't come to put in to fetch. But feed me, do this for me, I expect that you should do this. Appreciate what you see. Then you help the person to develop what you don't have yet. That is it. That is it. God is able to make you do that. And show your gratitude that he's going to be my wife. And then the wife also be grateful for whatever God allows to come into your hands and your path through the man. So the woman doesn't just come to serve. So you're not buying the woman with cash or kind, as some people give horses and cattle and all the rest of them. Number 4, a woman is a follower. Following a man in all marriage matters and family projects. That's not right. Nowhere did God even intended or said that a man should be in front of the woman everywhere. And then you're going and the woman is following you. No, 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 no. God rather emphasized that a husband is a joined heir. You share it equally. 1 Peter 3 verse 7. And even he cautions the man to treat the wife with care. He said, dwell first. Dwell with her means never divorce her. Be considerate. If you're crossing the street with a child, don't walk as if there's no child with you. Don't force the child to walk like you. The child cannot. So be considerate as you do. They are fragile. It doesn't mean they are not intelligent. They are so weak, they can't do anything. It's the childbirth and the pregnancy and stuff. And breastfeeding and all that. They were made to care for babies. To be that gentle people in whom the Spirit of God works to bring a soul to create that human being inside them. That's how God made their inside different from men. And men must understand it. Understand it. Your blessings are going to be blocked in 1 Peter 3:7 if you're not considerate. Consider. You see, and you join her, you share. Not just money, sense of humor, attention, time, understanding. Don't be married to other things you do, your profession, your ministry, entertainment, your sports, and your corporation, and other activities. And the woman is just keeping the home and the children and things. It's an old cultural belief. In fact, in some cultures, that is what they believe they do. They don't do anything. For example, they come and sit to eat. You actually carry the food to them, they eat, and it's just sitting down, doing nothing. That's not right. That's not right. A woman is not just a follower, it's a joined her. 1 Peter 3, verse 7. You must fight to defend your wife and protect her because she's the weaker vessel. Number 5. The man is the leader and the head, must therefore have the lion's share in all good things and take all the main decisions. No. A joined her, 1 Peter 3:7, is supposed to be for the husband and the wife. God requires that as the creator, the God Almighty. And he expects none of them to manipulate the other. Don't manipulate your spouse with tears and your feminine, graceful qualities to make yourself always the victim. And then the man is feeling guilty. And when there's an issue to talk about, then he cries, and then you throw your weight about and doing this. And for the man to feel terrible, that hey, I don't want to touch this fragile thing, and whatever, stop it. You see, and the man sometimes does the same thing. You don't respect me, the way you talk to me. When you have to be responsible and that yourself and be strong to help your wife, she's also sitting down and always complaining about, I need respect, I need this and do this for me. And when I tell you don't do it, praise people for good things you see in them. And then when you talk about the negatives, it lands on soft ground, not on hard ground. The husband is to truly love the wife so that you don't cheat the wife. Not just people say cheating. When they say he's cheating on me, it means sexual affair, adultery. You see, but it's more than that. You can cheat the one in affection, conversation, gentleness, patience, correct me right, teach me, direct me. You see, you can have all the patience, me as a professor, to love some of these girls who are students and teach them the biology and teach them this. When you have to teach your wife something on email or Instagram or something, WhatsApp or some gadget or something, you make him always feel stupid. He says, you are talking so hurry, so you don't know this, so hurry. Why do you put it here? That's what you are. Oh. I remember when I was teaching I learned how to drive first. And I was teaching my wife how to drive in New York. And I remember we went, and when we were coming in, I used to turn wrongly or whatever it is. I said, I mentioned her name. Oh, and then, I said, what is it? He asked me, what has happened? You are mentioning my name as if it's a crime committed. Do you know, after that, she wasn't happy going with me for driving anymore, or she wanted to drive at school. I'm telling you, a pastor friend and a wife, similar thing. They were gone, and the wife couldn't drive well, he was teaching her, so they stopped somewhere and directed her how the steering wheel, how to balance things, and then you don't go too much to your left. When you see a car coming, don't be so much afraid that you go off the road into the bushes. And then when she finished talking, they asked the wife, now, let's start. Get on the road. And then he said, do you see this? This is the road. Do you see the tree over there? I'm not saying move the car into that tree. I said, go on the road. And the wife said, why are you talking to me like that? When they came back home, I said, forget it. I'm going for driving school. Because if you go on with this driving, we'll kill ourselves one day. Someone will come and find a husband and a wife are dead in the car, and they don't know why we killed ourselves. So you see, you are cheating by being nice and gentle to somebody, by the way you are treating your husband or your wife. People do things, and look at how you are so nice as a woman on the job to people who annoy you. Come home and, hey, you husband, to your husband. That's not what you do on the job. Unless if you do that, then you have a big problem. Everywhere people know you as, hey. So we should not cheat one another in terms of love and gentleness and affection. No godly or God-fearing husband who has a daily fellowship with God through Bible meditation and prayers and obedience can be selfish and be happy with that in dealings that you have with your wife and the family, with other people that are in the household. You see, you'll be weighed down by conviction of wrongdoing, and God will talk to your heart. The Holy Spirit will be giving you some lashes to tell you that what you are doing is not right. What you are doing is not right. We'll continue in the next video. Call me in the United States on 1-917-741-0643. In Ghana, West Africa, call 233 is the Ghana code, 20-812-6533. If you're in Ghana, it's 020-812-6533. The email is KI Kisseadoo at msn.com. Kisseadoo at msn.com. There is a website, www.fruitfulministriesint.com. Fruitful Ministries International Incorporated is the ministry, evangelistic and teaching Christian ministry. So www.fruitfulministries, ministries RIS, fruitfulministriesint.com. There's a broadcast on Joy 99.7 FM in Accra, Ghana. Joy 99.7 FM. Saturday mornings, 5:30 a.m. to 6 a.m. once a week. It's hope for your family. Access anywhere in the world using myjoyonline.com and go to live radio, myjoyonline.com, and enjoy that broadcast. Books, go to Challenge Bookstores in Ghana. Go to amazon.com. You can download some Kindle versions of Dr. Kisseadoo's books. The Kisseadoo is Kisseadoo. Okay? So go to amazon.com and then call these numbers. You can get some of the books or programs. And we have people all over the place. Wherever you're in the world, you call these numbers. We'll direct you to someone who can help you. We don't have any special charge. People are always scared. What tons of money am I going to pay? No, we don't do that. Okay? Free counseling and prayer for needs. If there's a visitation or something else you need, please let us know. But have the right mind regarding the issues of relationships, marriage, and family life. God bless you.